Yo, people, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to Eli Talks Football. I hope you guys are doing all right today. As you can see, I've got a bit of the side of my face, just only a bit because, in today's video, even though we've won, there's some there's some talking points that I'm gonna discuss on my YouTube channel. But once again, yeah, Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Yeah. Since Tottenham, yeah, last one, beat Chelsea 2-0, yeah, under Graham Potter. We have won 4 games in a row. And guess who the manager is? Ange Postecoglou. So we have put more misery to him and more pressure on him because this is Tottenham's 16 Premier League losses as we're calling this video right now. Today, the 3rd of April 2025, is Tottenham's 16 Premier League losses. Yeah. So hold that, Tottenham, and hold that, Ange. Yeah. Just remember, it's who you are. Yeah. You'll always be shit. Yeah, Tottenham. We owe you at Stamford Bridge. You still only have one win in my lifetime. And guess what? Chelsea were bad today. We were really bad in terms of our attack. But you man are dead. You man are worse than Chelsea. Yeah. So you man hold that. Yeah. And I'm hope that Ange stays because I want this Tottenham's downfall to continue. So hold that, Tottenham. You will forever be in our shadow. Yeah. You cannot chat to Arsenal and to Chelsea anymore because you're not the biggest club in London. And I'm not sure, and I don't even understand why Tottenham is part of the Big Six. Yeah. So hold that, Tottenham. Yeah. Just remember where you are. And 2 seasons ago, you finished above us, but this season, yeah, you're not finishing above us. So hold that. So I just wanted to start that off because many Tottenham fans, were gaslighting and they were bantering me. Well, guess what? Yeah, guess what? We owe you. Yeah, so remember that. And now Postecoglou hasn't got any single point, yeah, against Chelsea. Yeah, in his career, the only big six teams he's beaten: Liverpool 2-1, Man City 4-0, like he always does at the Etihad, Arsenal 2-2 draw. Who else am I missing? Man United 3 times in a row you beating them this season. It is only Choice Football Club that hasn't got any points. Zero, yeah, 0 points out of 12. 0 points out of 12. 0 wins, 0 draws, 4 defeats against Chelsea. So that's why we own you. So hold that. But yeah, man. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Just wanting to start that up. And yeah, in terms of today's game, I mean, listen, we've won, which is good. But to me, there's going to be some talking points. So to me, listen, it's good that we've won. But the only thing I'm disappointed is that it should have been more goals. It should have been more goals. So today's game, I'm going to blame, for me, yeah, the defense and the midfield were all right today. All of them. But attacking wise, it's just been poor. Enzo, by the way, is a midfielder. Yeah. And he knows, it looks like he in this game knows how to score goals. Yeah. It's good. Like Jackson today, listen, I'm glad he's back, but it's the same old Jackson. His link up play and his hold up play was really good today. Really good. But when it comes to his finishing, it's not that great. Really isn't that great. He should have at least scored 2 goals today, at least. Because 1 minute into the game, Chalobah puts in a really good ball into Jackson, and then Jackson, all he has to do is to try and put it in the back of the net. Of course, he took a deflection, but the last touch came off of him and he hit the post, so he should have scored. And there was another time, yeah, where I think it was Kukurea that won it back for him, and then Jackson, puts in the ball. He had all the space, and then his attempt, his curler just puts it off target. So to me, Jackson is good that he's back, but it's the same old Jackson. And this is why we need to get a striker, an experienced one this time. Like, listen, Liam Delap, I like he's a good player, but I don't think he's that type of player that can take us to the next level. Winning trophies, compete for the title. He's not the one. So to me, we need to focus on getting Victor Osimhen this summer because many people told me that Victor Osimhen is washed. Well, like I said, in the international, like for and Galatasaray, he has 31 GA in 30 games. He scored 20 league goals in Turkish Super League. 20. He's the top scorer for Galatasaray. And he's also scored for Nigeria as well. Two against I know he scored against Zimbabwe. I forgot the other team, but he just scored 2 goals. So to me, we need to get Victor Osimhen. If it's not him, try and get Victor Gyokeres. But whoever it is, we need to get a striker. I will still keep Jackson, who is a really good player. But to me, he's not the guy that can take us to the next level. He really isn't. So to me, Jackson is good that he's back, but for me, he's disappointing. Really disappointing when it comes to his shooting. But other than that, his link-up play, his holder play was really good. So that's what I can say on that one. Palmer, listen, it's good that he finally gets an assist since December. But other than that, he didn't really inspire me today. Like there were times where he just gets the ball, goes forward, and then sometimes decision making is wrong. Like sometimes he just passes it backwards, not passing it into Jackson like he should have done in the first half. So Palmer's back to his GA, but to me, I don't think he was that great, Palmer, and just really disappointing, man. I don't know what's happening to Palmer because like he scored 3 goals here since he last scored against Tottenham. 3 Premier League goals. Is really disappointing from Palmer today. Neto today was really bad. His crossing was bad. He took players on, but I don't think he also inspired me today. So Neto was really bad today. When Madueke came on, I thought he looked decent when he came on. So to me, I think for me, I think Sancho needs to be on the bench for the next game because Sancho was absolutely abysmal and absolutely horrendous today. There were times where his decision maker was wrong. And listen, the save from Vicario was a really good save, but where was he tonight? He was nowhere to be seen. He was really disappointing. Like when he's like the one thing I don't understand is that when he gets in the penalty box, all he's just think about, oh, let me just pass it backwards. Why can't he do the right thing and just take a shot or try to score? He doesn't do that. And I told KG this before we signed him. I've like Jadon Sancho's a good player. I was fearing that he might not work in the Premier League. And I'm just hoping now we get to see the Dortmund of Jadon Sancho, not the Man United one. But unfortunately, it looks like we've seen the Man United Sancho, not the Dortmund one. So to me, I think Jadon Sancho needs to be on the bench for the Brentford game. I can't lie to you. Like the last few games for Chelsea, he has been absolutely terrible. He really is. So for me, I think Sancho needs to be on the bench. It's a move for our attack that's been really disappointing. Everyone else was really good. Like Caicedo, for me, is my man of the match. My man of the match for me because the tackles, the last man tackle, everything about Caicedo was good, and he's unfortunate not to that his goal was disallowed. I'll get to the VAR in just a moment, but for me, Caicedo was absolutely bossing in the midfield today. One thing I will say is that I'll criticize the Wesker for is that why do you allow Caicedo to be on the pitch for full 90 minutes? You can see in the first half he was limping, and I was hoping and praying that he doesn't get injured. Because about Caicedo, like what I don't think we'll win this game without Caicedo on the pitch. So it's good that he stayed on the pitch. But for me, I would have taken Caicedo off for half time at least, or maybe in the 60th minute mark. That's the only thing I'll criticize the Wesker for. But other than that, I just hope his injury is not that serious and he's still available from now to the end of the season because we need Caicedo. We really do need him. But yeah, him today was superb. Enzo Fernandes as well was really good. Just like Caicedo, like he's not in the goal, but his tackles, the interceptions, there were times. What I would say is that there were times in the second half where Caicedo could have made a better decision making and put it past it to Jackson, but he wasn't too bad today, Enzo. So both our midfield was good. Defensively, it was not that bad. Like Chalobah for me was the better defender overall because the tackles, the interceptions, the blocks from Chalobah was so good tonight. So Chalobah was really good. Kukuea is always Kukuea. He's defensively did well today. I mean, Lever Cowell. I mean, there were times where he looked a bit shaky, but he really did step up for this game. I did, what you saw, he did improve for the Arsenal game, so I would give Levi Cole credit. Augusto, I mean, there were times where he just gave the ball away, especially in the first half, but other than that, we kept the clean sheet, so I cannot complain. Robert Sanchez, like I said, he's very, very lucky, yeah, that that Sal goal was disallowed. Because if that didn't happen, if we like that Sanchez, I don't know what Sanchez was thinking. I don't know what kind of save was that, but thankfully enough, the VR disallowed that goal. So Sanchez is lucky. But like I keep saying, Sanchez is a good stopper. When it comes to his passing, range, when it comes to playing from the back, when it comes to long range passing, he is absolutely terrible. So the game against Brentford, I need to see Philip Jorgensen starting. No excuses. So Sanchez for me, I'm happy that he kept a clean sheet, but he's still a bozo. He's still one of the worst goalkeepers in the league. So that's why for me, next summer, this summer, he needs to get sold straight away. But he made some really good saves, like the Son one. That's his best one because that could have been an equalizer, but so yeah, I'll give credit to Sanchez, but for me, he's still a bozo and one of the worst goalkeepers. So it's as simple as that. So yeah, I think so. To me, the substitutions we saw. We saw Madueke coming on for Sancho, which is a good idea because Sancho didn't have a great game. Let me just have a look. Who else came off for Chelsea? Because I know we took off Jackson and brought on Reece James. Let me just have a look. Who else? Oh yeah, so Dewsbury Hall come off for Enzo and Tosin came off for Palmer. It looked like that time. Yeah, it looked like we played a back five, and for me, and that was in the 91st minute. And for me, I wouldn't mind because we're 1-0 up. During the 90 minutes, during the added on time, Tottenham had really good chances to get an equalizer, but we managed to hold on this time instead of botting it. So that's why I cannot complain to Enzo and Wesker because he coached to win, you know. And the only thing I will say that the substitutions, where he took off Nicholas Jackson off for Reece James didn't make any sense, and that allowed Malo Gusto to play as a left wing. But other than that, we've won. So Enzo Wesker, I cannot fault this guy. He did it. He coached to win. So to me, this is more on the players than on the manager for me. It's as simple as that. So yeah, 1-0 Chelsea. We still hold Tottenham. Simple as that. So yeah, so I think that was it. So yeah, I talked about the substitutions. Now, I know I don't want to talk about the VAR on the referees, but today VAR was an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. Let me just turn this phone off for a minute. Sorry, guys. Yeah, VAR are an absolute disgrace. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. And even the officials are a disgrace. The second goal for Chelsea. How on earth was Levi Cole offside? How? Moise Caicedo was the only player that was offside. He didn't get a touch. Yeah? Levi Cole didn't even get a touch as well. Destiny Doki kept him on. Look, I'll show you. Look at this. Yeah? The left arm of Udogi kept Levi Cole on side. So even though Levi Cole did touch the ball, he was onside. How on earth was that an offside decision? To me, it was an absolute scandalous. We were robbed. Yeah. Like I said, to me, like I said in the watch along, the VAR are not the main reason why we couldn't score more goals, but they're part of the reason. They're an absolute disgrace. That should have stood. I felt sorry for Caicedo because that was a brilliant finish and it came from a set piece. And VR just decided to scrap that away. Like, come on, man. And like I said to Abby Summers, big up to her. It's good, yeah, that we have semi-automated offsides that will be happening next weekend. But why are they? But why can they not do this at the beginning of the season? Why? And it took VAR 4 minutes to disallow that goal. 4 minutes, you know. Absolute disgrace, man. Absolute disgrace. So to me, the VAR for that Chelsea second goal was a joke. 4 minutes it took him to disallow that goal. For me, it was absolutely scandalous. It was the wrong decision. And then we get into Sar's goal. When I first saw the goal, I was like, boy, what a goal from Sar. When I saw the replay, you can clearly see that Sar fouled Caicedo. So I was like, VR, if I was you, tell the referee to look at the screen and also tell him to disallow the goal and send off Sar. So what did they do? They sent the referee to the monitor. Good. They told the referee to look at it. Good. It took them about 2 or 3 minutes to have a check, which I don't get it. We can clearly, I don't know why they took so long to check that goal. For me, that was clearly a foul. So, what did the ref do? He disallowed Sal's goal because it was a foul, which was good. But guess what? Instead of giving Sar a red card, he decided to give him a yellow card. What's the point of VAR? You can clearly see that Sar clearly stamped on Caicedo, and his foot was high. And you know the rules. If you foul the player while your foot is high, that's you're gonna get yourself sent off. So what's the point of VAR in this country? Yesterday we saw Tchaikovsky got very lucky to stay on the pitch because the challenge, I believe it was Curtis Jones, was definitely a red card. So Tchaikovsky was very lucky to put on a pitch today. Yesterday. So why is it that Saar got a yellow card? He's very lucky as well. Very lucky. Because that is definitely a red card. He should have got him the VAR should have sent him off, but he decided to give a yellow card. And you know the worst thing is, he decided to give Kukue a yellow card. For what? What did Kukue do? You know? And I don't know why, and I don't understand. And I think the referee was bad today because Chalobah got booked, but you can clearly see that Romero pushed pushed Livaco on the floor, and that caused a fight. To me, I do understand that Chalobah should not be doing that. You know, I do understand, but to me, yeah, and there were times where he booked Palmer as well. I think that's probably for time wasting. What did Kukurea do? What did he do? Absolutely nothing. So to me, the officials, the VAR, the referee, all of them are disgrace. And before I end this video, 12 minutes of added time. Are you mad? I know that there was 2 VR checks, but it should have been at least 7 or 8 minutes. Because the first VR check took about 4 minutes. The second VR check took about 3 minutes. And there was not much of an injury as well in the second half. 12 minutes of added time is good that we've won, but 12 minutes is absolutely crazy. I'm sorry. So today, the officials need to hide their in shame. Like I said, they're not the main reason, but they're part of the reason. Honestly, like, I'm so glad the semi-automated offside is happening next week, but they should have done it at the beginning of the season. That's my only issue. But to me, I cannot complain too much. We've won. It wasn't the best game, but we had to win. Because, like I said, if we didn't win this game, I would have been fuming. Absolutely fuming. But we've got the job done. We got another London derby coming up this Sunday. And this time we face Brentford away. It's not going to be an easy game. But let's just hope we can start to get this get back to winning ways, get back-to-back wins in the Premier League. Because the last time we done that was in December. Sorry, no, in February. But those teams were against Leicester, Southampton. So there you go. But let's just hope our form continues because we need to make Champions League this next season. There's no excuses. You can see that we had to avoid PSR by selling our women's team. Next season, Champions League, no excuses. Because the more we don't make Champions League, the more we're going to be in so much trouble, and the more we cannot have lots of money to build a new stadium and to buy some experience and world class players, if you know what I mean. So there we go. But yeah, man, listen, we've won. Enzo Fernandes owes Tottenham another goal that he scored, just like he did at White Hart Lane. And yeah, we've won. We got Brentford next. Let's see what happens. But yeah, big up to every single one of you that watch this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the notification as well because tomorrow I'll be doing a Premier predictions for game week number 31. And anything else and if there's anything else that needs to be that I want to talk about, whether it's Chelsea or any other team, I will guys let you know. So make sure you guys also follow me on my social media as well, so that you can keep up to date on whenever I'm doing videos or streams or something like that. But yeah, man, we all Tottenham. It's another one that's time to bridge onto them. Tottenham get back to everywhere we go. We've got some work to do, but the only thing that we've done tonight, kept a clean sheet, win the game, got the 3 points, and we're back in fourth place. So that is all that matters. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And as always, up the Chelsea.